Hey guys, I'm back. I'm actually going to be opening up. Captain Jack Mello is actually my best friend ever since I can remember. He taught me martial arts, every schoolwork, speak my own mind. He was even there when my own dad wasn't, or when my mom moved away to Arizona for the first time. And I get most of his philosophy from him. So I basically know a lot about Warren. So please tell me that I don't. I'm going to be playing a video of his.
Like that. I'm just a regular guy. As the banner says, I'm at my breaking point, you guys. And I hope this stream goes around the world, and I hope you guys share it to each and every one of your friends. I live here in the USA. It used to be the greatest country in the world. It really did. I'm also a descendant of one of the founding fathers of this wonderful and beautiful country. And this country is not what it should be. This world is not what it should be. We have people fighting and killing each other over dumb stuff. We have people freaking arguing over the same stuff. We have people out there suffering, and we do nothing. We look to YouTube. We look to every freaking social media platform as an escape. But this is the way of the world. And it's sad. I am just a regular man trying to make my way in this crazy world. I'm a single father. And I can't even freaking survive myself. I'm barely hanging on. Why do we do this to each other? Why? To what means? To what ends? I see little glimmers of hope for humanity every single day. I try and be one of those glimmers of hope. Everyone who knows me knows I'm a very happy-go-lucky and freaking loving person. I try and be funny just because I can't feel myself. It's my coping mechanism. We need to stop this bullshit, y'all. I don't care. Demonetize me, flag me. I don't care. I don't. I can't take it anymore. We need to be spreading love, positivity, helping each. We keep saying we're strong. We're the ultimate power in this world. In our world, we are. The human race is very powerful. But we use that power wrong. We preach for tolerance, acceptance, equal opportunity. Do you know what kind of power we would have if we actually did it instead of talking about it, discussing everything in a freaking committee worldwide? We have people suffering and dying because we can't see past our own freaking birthrights, our own freaking belief systems. I honestly and truly do believe that every man, woman, and child on this planet of the human race deserves that. Do we not? Do we really not deserve that? No, everybody's got to make a quick buck off of everything. It's sickening. And I really hope this message reaches a lot of people. A lot of people saying I'm just some emotional idiot freaking talking into a camera. But you know what? I do pray for a better world. For everyone. We have people suffering from addiction. We have people suffering from mental conditions that nobody even cares about. We just want to ridicule them. I just can't stand it. A lot of people tell me I'm very overdramatic. A lot of people tell me that I'm nothing but a dreamer. You know what? This world, our society as a whole, as the human race, was built on dreams and hopes. I'm not looking for money, fame, credit. I honestly and truly want everyone to know that it's hard out there for everybody. Yes, COVID messed a lot of things up. But this world was going down the shitter long before COVID. But do we want to see that? No, we don't. the people that have all the money and power preach that they want to make this world a better place. They want to make the place we live in, regardless of where we are in the world, such a better place. But they don't do shit about it. Except for try and discuss it in a fucking committee. I'm tired of seeing my fellow man suffer, die, go absolutely fucking insane, trying to support their families, scratch out a meager existence. Okay, I know a lot of you are expecting, some sort of Captain Jack BS. Right now, I'm not about that. Or maybe I should be. Would it make it better? Would it make this world a better place if I went on this freaking rant and show you just how much at my wit's end I am as Captain Jack? I do that for entertainment purposes, to make people smile and laugh, make their days better. My message is not of the negative. It's to spread positivity. Every person I interact with, I hope that I can brighten their day in some small, little way every day. In all honesty, I don't share a lot of personal information about myself, but I did not grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. Okay, I had a very rough and whatnot childhood. I won't get into the details. We all go through bullshit. We all go through the negative. But we need to stop hating on each other. We need to stop freaking discriminating against each other. I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. I hope and pray that a lot more people adopt my philosophy on life. And when it comes to people, one of my biggest pet peeves, if you will, and I don't like to call them pet peeves, to quote one of my favorite comedians, one of my biggest major psychotic fucking hatreds is ignorance and stupidity. Don't belittle somebody for their lack of knowledge. Educate, teach them. And on that note, some of our biggest unsung heroes that are very underappreciated, very underpaid, mind you, don't get enough credit. And they are teachers. And I hope, thank you, Dark Angel. I very much appreciate that. And thank you for joining me. This world is so messed up. We're all fighting for the same piece of the pie. If you really want to think about it, in this world, the entire human race, no matter where you are, what country you're from, on this planet, we are all ants in a giant colony. But because we look different, we sound different, we speak different, we don't like each other. Like I said This is my breaking point. Yes, I am very fucking emotional right now. As far as my language goes, I don't care. I really don't. And it's not to say that I don't care about each and every last one of you, because I do. I wish, I hope, I pray that every person on this planet gets a fair shake. I'm trying. Okay? I really am. I'm trying to stay strong. Because like I said, I've got a daughter myself, and I try and be strong for her. I try and show her exactly the way this world works and the way it really, really should be. And this is not the way that the world should be. Like I said, I'm not out for credit, fame, fortune, likes, subscribers. I don't care. You like me, you like me. If you don't, that's cool too. Not everybody is going to be your cup of tea. But you know what? We are all struggling. We are all trying. You may not agree with everybody. And you know, I'm going to quote a kid's movie. And the quote itself comes from the actor Eddie Murphy in his portrayal of DreamWorks' Shrek. Only a true friend will be that totally and brutally honest. A true friend, a true loved one will tell you exactly how it is. Will tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It may hurt your feelings. It may upset you. It may piss you off. But you know what? That's what you need to hear. Trust me. Trust and believe. I've heard almost everything. You're a dreamer. You're a skeptic. You're an idiot. You're a retard. You'll never amount to anything. But the thing is you will. The human will is stronger than anything. And think about this and take this into consideration as well. Okay? Statistics show that us as human beings, we only use 10% of our brains. 10% of our brain power. Imagine what we could do if we used all of it. Or we combine that 10% as an entire collective worldwide. Enough of this freaking, oh, the Germans came up with this, the Americans came up with this. It doesn't matter. Because if we actually start coming together entirely as a global people, think of what we could achieve. Did you know that one of the ways that I actually feel, most times, 9 times out of 10, comes from a parodied version of a Japanese anime? And the quotes, paraphrase most likely, is as follows. I really hate people. They're loud, obnoxious, selfish, ignorant pricks with basically no self-redeeming qualities whatsoever. I mean, look at what all they've achieved. Genocide, global warming, reality TV. It's a never-ending parade of failures and fuck-ups. We are, without question, an entire write-off of a species, and how dare you make me care about it. But the thing is I do care. For hundreds of thousands of years, people, we have been preaching that this is unjust, this is unfair. No, life is not fair. I'll give you that. But you know what? Instead of looking down on people, we should be looking down on them to lift them up to our level. When we succeed, success only happens. Yes, success happens on an individual basis, I'm not going to lie. But the biggest success is when we all come together. We're all trying to make our way in this world. We're all trying to raise a family. We're all trying our best. But as I see it, it's nowhere close to being enough. Nowhere close. Look at everything that we take for granted on a daily basis, every second of every day. The fact that we're alive and kicking, the sun came up. There's a nice cool breeze. That's what it used to be about, people. Enjoying the splendor and beauty of life, helping each other out. Our communities only survived and thoroughly flourished because we helped each other. Not because this person was successful. Not because this person invented this. Not because this person thought of this. If that were the case, we should all stop living. Because on that note, electricity, we take that for granted. The fact that we have a wonderful, beautiful home, not everybody has that. We have people living on the streets, suffering because they have some sort of addiction or because they made a bad choice in life. Everybody does. And trust me, I've made a lot of them. I'm man enough to admit it. I've made a lot, and I mean a lot of bad choices in my life. But you know what? I learned from those bad choices and mistakes. I had a lot of people point me in a better direction. Family and friends. And I thank them, and I am very much appreciative of everything. But I can't take it anymore. I can't. It is basically literally driving me insane and crazy. It's driving me absolutely mad because there is so much negativity in this world. And nobody wants to do a damn thing about it. take this down, flag it. I don't care. I really don't. But this needs to be said. Okay? You have people out there who are single mothers, single fathers, working 3 to 4 jobs to support their family, their children, which are our future generation. And on that note, our future generation, as far as I have seen, and this is my personal opinion, has no work ethic. All they care about is what comes across this glowing screen. It's an escape from the actual reality of what's going on in this world. Trust me, everybody has their escape in multiple different facets, whether it be social media, okay? Television, for one. Video games, for another, okay? To some people, their escape comes from literature, which is a dying art. Arts, crafts. No one knows how to take care of each other anymore. And it's very saddening and very disheartening. Swat me, swarm me, shut me down. But you know what? I'm not the only one that thinks and believes in what I'm saying. I'm not, and I guarantee it. When I say I'm at my wit's end, I seriously and honestly am at my wit's end. Do you honestly think I want my daughter to grow up in a world where everything takes place digitally, virtually? I've seen so many young people state that they don't want to get a job doing manual labor or so on. Why should I do that in reality when I can do it in a simulator virtually? It's not the same. It's really not. It really isn't. Yard work simulator. Simulator? You don't know what it's really like because you're sitting there clicking buttons. You don't know the actual hardship, the fatigue, the mental strain, the physical strain that comes with it. Yeah, your body's going to be beat up and worn out and tired. That's not a bad thing. We've built entire cities and civilizations from the ground up with nothing but manpower. And I'm not saying that being sexist, okay? Men, women, children, all of us helped build it and make it what it used to be and what it is now. But what it is now is far from what it should be. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I'm destined for hell, if you believe in such things. But you know what? I earned my spot there. with all the bad things and the idiotic things that I did in my life. I accept that. In all honesty, I would not change a single thing because it made me the person I am today. Everything in life is a learning experience. So please take the time to take care of your neighbors. Take care of one another. You don't have to change who you are to do this. Just be accepting of others. Certain people may irritate you. They may piss you off. Just be accepting of others. Certain people may irritate you. They may piss you off. But you know what? They're trying their best too, the best way they know how, the best way they can. I've been on this rant for almost half an hour now. And I hope and I pray that this message reaches a lot of people and actually changes the way they see this world. Because we view this world every day. We do. We view this world every day. But we really don't see this world. If we actually did see this world as humanity, we're failing. We view all these people suffering and struggling, but we really don't see it. And as far as I'm concerned, and the way I see it and the way I feel, and what I believe, is our ancestors would be very ashamed. Because every last one of our ancestors suffered some sort of hardship in one way or another. Can you tell me I'm wrong? I really don't think that I am. Through civil wars, through wars that never should have happened. But see, these are the things that we need to learn from. Stop the hate, the intolerance, the BS. Love each other. Take care of each other. Seriously. Don't change who you are. Be you. My absolute favorite poetic quote: "This above all, to thy own self be true." Don't change who you are just to appease or please people. Be yourself. This is actually me being myself, but in a very emotional state. Because I can't stand it anymore, you guys. I can't. If this goes viral, whoopee! Doesn't matter to me. all I want to do is spread a message of positivity and peace and love. Because I know for a fact that my personality annoys and irritates a lot of people. But you know what? Me being weird or eccentric, what's the worst case scenario? I made you smile or laugh. If that's the worst thing that comes from me being weird or eccentric, if you will, you know what? At least I brightened your day. Just that little bit of positivity, that little bit of craziness or chaos, if you will, throughout my personality. You know what? I may have stopped somebody from committing suicide. I may have completely changed somebody's entire outlook on life. And if I did, awesome. You're welcome. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to do so. And just to go on a little bit of a lighter note, I do the voices of, as you can see, Captain Jack and others, just for entertainment purposes, to make people smile or laugh. Because I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy making people smile and laugh. Thank you very much, Dark Angel, and thank you for staying with me. And in all honesty, I started YouTube to teach my daughter a very important life lesson. It's not as easy as one would think to be a YouTuber. You can post whatever you want on YouTube, what have you. I've been at this venture for almost 4 years. But as I said, I'm not in it for the likes, the subscribers, the popularity, the attention. Okay? I'm in it just to give you guys maybe some sort of entertainment. Maybe you guys will listen to what I say and take something away from it, and it'll change your life. Maybe it won't. But that's the way that life is. I do this to actually show the way reality really is. At least from my perspective. And that's all life really is a matter of perspective. Once again, to quote one of my favorite TV personalities from back in the day, if you will, a TV monster mom. Morticia Addams. What is normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. Meaning, what is normal to one is complete and total chaos to somebody else. Which is absolutely 110% true. It really is. Because what's normal life to me is complete and total chaos and makes no sense to somebody else somewhere else in the world. I love my country. I love where I live. I'm ashamed of my government, my fellow man, because we lost track and lost sight of what's truly important. And that's helping one another, not fighting with each other, not discriminating or hating against each other. Seriously. Okay? The way I live my life, okay, comes from a lot of different cultures, creeds, backgrounds, etc. Okay? As you can see, I'm wearing a tank top of one of my favorite Japanese anime characters. Japan. You would think Americans would hate Japan because of what happened back in Pearl Harbor, but we don't. We got past it. We moved on. The past is the past. We can't change it, no matter how much we would like to. The only thing we can do is forge a new future. And that's what we need to do. Forge a new future for the benefit of everyone. The human race as a whole. Okay? And I've stated this multiple times before. I honestly do not believe that what goes on in the world is racism. It is intolerance. It's discrimination. Racism, no. Because we are all part of the same race, the human race. Not Caucasian, not Asian, not African, you know. Those are that's where we hail from. Okay? That's not our race. Our race is human. Now, for the sake of argument, and I've used this before, say Superman and his Kryptonian people come to Earth, and a lot of them want to, you know, make a very nice life for themselves here. But a select few make nothing but chaos and destruction and hardship. Now, when we start hating on them and become intolerant of them, that is racism. Textbook. There is no other race on this planet but human. And I want you to let that sink in for a minute. Because a lot of people don't think that way. Do you really think our ancestors thought that way? We'll never know. Once again, all we can do is march forward. Make this world a better place. Like I said, I don't want to leave this world to my daughter thinking that all their problems can be solved by just logging on, escaping in some sort of digital format. What I do is I exercise in multiple different facets. I exercise by practicing mixed martial arts. I go for a bike ride. I go for a walk, a hike. I would love to go camping, fishing. these are also things that we take for granted every day. Every day. The beauty and the splendor of what this wonderful world of ours actually provides. And we're killing it. And that's what saddens me the most, is that we are killing our planet. We are killing each other. We are fighting each other. Over this right here. Monetary possession. Okay? And if you think about it, the only reason this is worth anything is because for ages we've been told it does. Why isn't this worth more? Why isn't this worth more? Because we've been told it doesn't. But the most valuable thing in this world is time and our lives. Is it not? I would willingly and gladly die so that everybody in this world got what they needed. Not wanted, needed. Big difference. And that's another fact. That's another thing that we choose to ignore. The difference between what we need and what we want. Did you guys not happen to notice that there are certain terms such as necessity, especially since how this whole COVID thing happened? If it wasn't necessary, if it wasn't absolutely vital or crucial, you weren't allowed to purchase it. Right? Food. Water. Okay? Electricity is pretty much a necessity anymore because it helps us heat our homes, light our homes, etc. Okay? Me being quite a bit of a nerd, if you will. Okay? Do you really think I need a replica lightsaber just so I can have fun with it? No. I don't need it. It's nice to have. Just because. But it's not something I need. And would I get rid of it just to have something I need? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely I would. I would get rid of everything, every last possession I own. I would be happy in a tent out in the middle of nowhere with just things that I need. Okay? Give me my bicycle just for a mode of transportation so I don't have to walk. Okay? My tent. That's basically an instant form of a house. My camping supplies consist of my tent, a sleeping bag, a hatchet, a machete, a fire starter, solar panel just so I have lights. But the solar panel's not necessity. My campfire can be my light. And we forget these things. And we take this for granted. Again, these are things that we all don't think about. Oh, I've got light bulbs. I've got light because I have electricity. That's great, grand, and wonderful. You're trying to scratch out a meager existence, but if you can't pay that bill, you have no light. How are you going to get your light from there? Oh, I got flashlights. I got this, that, and the other. The only thing that actually would help are candles. But once again, those only last so long. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
We take everything we do every day, every second of every day for granted. Running water, so we have something to drink, to cook, clean, bathe. You know, look at our amenities, furniture, electronics. Okay? One of the biggest things, refrigeration for our food. But yet again, once without electricity, we wouldn't have it. We'd have to resort to more primitive means. We really would. We'd have to resort to more primitive means. Okay? We really need to start educating the next generation as far as work ethic, you know? Because I've seen it firsthand, and I know a lot of you have too. People show up to a job just to collect a paycheck, and they do as little as possible, or only the bare minimum of what their job title it requires them to do. Once again, to acquire this right here. We fight over this. We strive to get it. How do we not see that this right here is one of the biggest roots of all evil in this world? We're all out to get it. We all want it. A lot of us have it. But because we are so selfish, pig-headed, we don't want to give it up. One of the freaking celebrities in Hollywood that is a very big time actor, and I give him a very big shout out, is Keanu Reeves. He lost everything. And I mean everything. He lived just like the rest of us. Very humble. A lot of his money goes to charities. He takes public transit just like the rest of us. What's the point in owning a $300,000 car, $2.4 million car? Takes the same gas. It requires the same maintenance. Gets me from A to B just like, a freaking VW Bug. Okay, a go-kart, a bicycle, a scooter. We created these things to help each other get around a lot faster. But because they blew up in popularity, we decided to start gouging people and charging people outrageous prices for them. Once again, am I wrong? I don't believe so. Are you telling me that a brand new car, base model, not with all the fancy bells and whistles and this, that, and the other, just a base model car, engine, transmission, drivetrain, brakes, tires, frame, glass, windows. Okay. Are you telling me that I should spend what's a brand new car cost nowadays, base model? $12,000? Are you serious? And it costs you more to build your own because of all the safety standards? Really? It does. It makes me sick. It makes me sad. It makes me angry. It's sad that most of us actually freaking relate to fictional characters in the television shows in which we watch, the movies, etc., than actual human beings in this world. Really? To aspire to be like them is great. It really is. But to lose sight and lose track of what's truly and honestly important, it's not worth it. It's not worth our physical health, mental health, emotional health. It's not. We honestly should be taking care of each other, looking out for each other. Okay, I'm not a religious man, and nothing against anybody who is. But does not the Bible say, love thy neighbor? As well as judge not, lest ye be judged. I don't judge anyone. I mean, there is a little bit of judgment. But see, the thing is you judge people before you get to know them. And me personally, my judgment makes me want to actually get to know said person or people better. I'm rambling, I'm ranting. But Dark Angel, if you are the one that's still here, I very much appreciate you sticking with me and being with my ramblings and ranting. Like I said, if you like what you hear, what you see on my channel, please like and subscribe. You don't have to. If you do, you do. If not, that's cool too. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Big shout out to Dark Angel, everybody. I know this is probably going to get a bit of views, but Dark Angel has been here from the beginning, as far as I know, and has been here for the almost hour that I've been going off on this rant. No, I'm not in tears anymore. Because I don't know if I can honestly shed any more tears on this subject and this situation. I honestly started this stream just to educate people or to show them just how much all this stuff in the world is affecting people. And like I said, I'm nobody special. I'm no celebrity. I'm no big time YouTuber. As you can see, I'm just a regular guy. And right now, I'm streaming from my bedroom. Okay? I have a 9-to-5 job. I work fast food. And everybody knows fast food does not pay very well. We're also very underappreciated. We're also very much made fun of. And we get the brunt of a lot of flack. Fast food workers, retail workers. But you know what? Somebody has to do it. And that's why I also use a lot of humor in my job profession to boost morale. Not only for myself, but the people I work with or my customer base. Excuse me, making somebody smile or laugh because I crack a joke or I go into a certain voice or whatever just to lighten the mood. Who doesn't want to work with somebody like that? Because I've been told countless times, excuse me, in quite a few of my former jobs, that I make work suck less. I make it a bit more entertaining. And I enjoy doing it because we're all there doing the same bullshit job. We all hate it. We all wish we were somewhere else. Outside enjoying the sun, spending time with loved ones. We all wish that were the case. We could do whatever our passion is and not have to worry about, oh my God, excuse me. To be fair, it is just about 3:30 in the morning where I'm at. But to be able to pursue our passions and not worry about the roof over our head, utilities, bills, car payments, insurance, phone bill payments, internet, the list goes on. I mean, to be able to pursue your passion and live a comfortable life. Ooh, once again, excuse me. Everyone, and I mean this, everyone on this floating rock should be able to do so. You really should. We really should. I know y'all see me drinking a beer, but I guarantee you, one, I am not drunk. Two, I'm not promoting it, nor am I promoting smoking. They're very bad habits. If anything at all, that I want you to take from this hour and 5-minute long video thus far. Help one another. Love one another. Once again, you don't have to sacrifice who you are, your personality, to do so. But you know, if you're doing a little better than somebody else, share the wealth. Help them out. I'm not saying freaking give them half your paycheck just because, you know, they're like $5 short on their phone bill or whatever. Would it be a very kind and noble gesture? Abso-freaking-lutely. I have literally given people the shirt off my back because they didn't have it. Will I continue to do so? Abso-fucking-lutely. I have opened up my home to quite a few people, and because of such, I've lost that home. Do I hate them for it? No. I want to see them succeed just as much as I want to. I wish them nothing but the best. I really and honestly do. I wish everybody nothing but the best. But I really cannot stand seeing everybody be so freaking selfish and uncaring towards one another anymore. From my own personal experience, I can't stand to see parents freaking fighting over what's best for their child. I can't stand to see, you know, well, you didn't pay your child support. Why should I give you the opportunity to see your kid? And this goes both ways, not just for a guy. I've seen it happen for both men and women. I've gone through seeing, oh, your mother this, your father that. Stop. We've all made mistakes. We've all done bad things. Okay, especially those who are trying to make things better, who are trying to freaking change their life for the better. Just fucking stop. And what I really cannot stand to see is people playing favorites, especially when it comes to kids. Me personally, ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be a dad. And that's because of my father. He made a lot of mistakes. He did a lot of bad things in his life. I accept that. I forgive him for it. I'll never forget it, but I forgive him for it. And a lot of the things he did made me the man I am today. He doesn't watch YouTube. He doesn't do the computer stuff. But I do want to say, Dad, I love you and thank you for everything that you did for me and my brothers and sisters. And I absolutely mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I hope and pray someday my children will say the same thing about me. I love each and every one of you. I honestly and truly do. And I wish each and every one of you the best. And my thoughts and prayers and love and admiration go out to each and every one of you. Think I'm full of shit? I'm just spouting bullshit for content. I don't care. I don't. But this is the truth. And on that note, I bid you all a good night, or a good morning, a good day, or a blessed day. Thank you.
So as I was saying, when I was 15, I remember meeting him for the first time. And it was at a party. A little kids' party. Nothing wild there besides meeting new friends. Because I was always grounded. I was shy at first. And I met him through Stacy, Jason, and John. Shauna, Sam, Mr. Robert. So when I first met Captain Jack Mello, the guys were playing soccer or football, and the women were talking and eating dinner. And I remember eating it by myself or trying to blend in with the kids or with the adults. So the when the ball came to me, I remember when the ball came to me, I tossed it back or I kicked it back, whatever the case was. It was a few years ago. He said thank you, and he went to go play again. I didn't really get his name right then and there. When it was about dinner time, he sat next to me and he told me his name, his birth name. Of course, I was shy at first, and then he made jokes that actually made me laugh to the point where I remember, and if he remembers all of the jokes, I just had to keep putting down my food and my drink because I was laughing that hard. And when I was comfortable enough, I told him my name. A few weeks later, it was cold where it was snowing out back home in Colorado. My stepmom got the report card. And since I was hanging out a lot with Oren and everything, I remember eating the potato soup, trying not to cry like I am right now. He saw the report card, and I was hoping I wouldn't be getting in trouble. So, even though he wasn't my legal guardian or anything, but he took me in and my sister because of how my dad was and how my stepmom was. I'll explain later. But as the report card was, he kneeled down. He told me to take deep breaths. And he told me to take deep breaths and asked me if I understood anything. And I said, "No, sir. I don't understand any of the methods." As I was wiping away the tears, as I was looking for a place to hide from Sam. And I remember he told me to go home really fast to take my medication, my seizure medication, and to grab an eraser and a pencil and a pen for him so he can grade. And I did what I was told as I put on boots, as I put back on my boots and my winter jacket. Of course, looking for the black ice so I wouldn't slip and fall. So then he explained math a simple way so I would get straight A's and everything. Then he explained the water, like the water science situation with the water bottle. And for science, then he told me to continue to write no matter what happens and express my feelings. And just tell him what is going on and everything. A few weeks after my punishment, after the neighbors, I remember that my sister and I were almost moved to Oren's house. So we basically had to live with him for a few weeks or so because of our situation. Even though I was the one who was being abused the most. Oren thought I tried to lie to him. And since I can't lie, he bandaged up my hand, the one that almost fell with the phone. So he took my sister and me in his home and bandaged me up every week or so and learned how to write and draw with my left. And I was 15 at the time. So I could turn in homework. on time. Ashley and I didn't stay with Oren that long. But whenever things were going bad with my stepmom and me, or at the house in general, I would always go into the hiding place that he knew so well. And he already knew how to get me down or out of the hiding place. To see what was going on. Calm down my breathing and basically wait until everything was calm at the house and took me back home. When I was with Tristan, he, as an Oren, always checked up on me like a best friend / father vibe. I know I try to lie to him here and there. We would joke about it. And he would say, "Oh, come on, I know you better than that." And I would confess everything that would be going on. No matter what was going on. And I basically would confess everything. So he was basically helping me out, and he introduced me to Mother Nature 5 years ago. He introduced me to Melty. He introduced me to Sal. And I tried to go live with them more than once. But whenever I tried to go live, Tristan would be coming home during those times. So I would have to be in the chat or waiting until I was basically home alone, babysitting Holly's kid, or home alone, like all the way home alone. The first time I did try to go live with him, Mother Nature, Sal, Melty, I remember wearing a hat, long sleeves, like I am now, but black sleeves. My hair was a bit shorter than it is now. And of course I was wearing glasses so I could see. the door was closed and it was a different door. When I was looking for um, a way to get up, I got up and me on Messenger. And he told me to get out of StreamYard, and he told me that I wasn't ready enough. And to be on YouTube, because I couldn't see, even though I could clearly see what was going on. But I was about 21 at the time. And I just understood. So he was on YouTube and Messenger to see what I needed help with and what they were talking about on YouTube. And from there, he talked me through everything. And basically, I basically do know Oren through thick and thin, like how he knows me. I got him a watch for his birthday. A map from the Bartlett town, the ghost town from Jeremy, Arizona. Along with the shirt. He didn't ask for it. I wanted to. And I also got him other things that he might have. Like the lightsaber, a foot massager, and a bandana, and a punching bag. I've been there for Oren ever since I was 15 up and up. And I will always be there for Oren. So he taught me about empaths. He taught me about martial arts. He taught me about cyberbullying. He taught me everything that my dad didn't. To be honest, Oren's been there more than my own dad ever was. And quite frankly, when I was going through the foster care a second time with Oren, or probably the third time. We've been there 2 or 3 times. But I remember seeing the envelopes asking, and he was about to ask if he wanted to get adopted by Oren. I was going to say yes. I was automatically going to be saying yes. And he already knew my answer was going to be yes. I didn't have to say anything. He was just waiting for my sister. And I remember the first house that he took me into, quite frankly. It's like, you can tell me where to go and I'll remember it. Well, as soon as I go there, I'll remember it. I just don't remember the address. But as soon as I see it, I'll remember it. Even the rooms and everything else. But Oren and I have been best friends for a very long time. So why are so answer me this. You're telling me that a very disabled girl, Roman, can't be friends with anyone online or for doing the right thing. And even when I'm trying to make friends, I have a low immune system for one. And I'm not wearing makeup, to be honest. And I actually look up to Oren. So we've actually been best friends for years. So why are you telling me who to be friends with and who I can't be friends with? It's a free world. But anyway, I want to be seeing. I just want to say I'm sorry to Oren. Truly and deeply sorry to Oren. For everything that I did. And ask for forgiveness. And I also just want to say thank you to Oren for everything. And I just wish that he can add me back eventually. But heart to heart moment, Oren, if you're watching, I'm truly and deeply sorry. I miss you. I didn't mean to upset you. I miss our friendship. I'm asking deeply, can we please be friends on social media and text? I honestly miss our long-term friendship. Please. That's all I ask for. You're my best friend. You're the first person that I drank with. Almost. But I'm not going to be getting into that one. But, you know me, Oren. And I know you. Please.